Hello. Good to see you.
Alright there, Revenants, welcome back to Code Vein and the Road to 100, where today we are in the Ridge of Frozen Souls, and the focus build set that we're running for today is pretty much a useless build as it stands. However, once we use Cognitive Zeal, all four of those beautiful gifts of Bridge to Glory, Blazing Roar, Bloodsucking Blades, and Gift Prowess all become active, which is excellent. And if we are focused, it will proc Venom and Stun buff, as well as Fire buff, and so then we can use Circulating Pulse to use both of these to great effect, as well as getting 300 health back to ourselves, which is a little bit under 10% of our health. It's about 8.5% or so, somewhere around there. So that's pretty good. Every focus state will get that 300 health added. Now for our defenses, we do have ice armor. We do have a Ivory Grace ice here, and so we will be at 151 defense here with the antifreeze tonic. So we won't be completely 100% invincible. However, we will be able to take quite a beating, which will be very, very helpful. Also, Bridge to Glory at this point, as we know, it donates 50% of the light value over to the damage value of our weapon. As you see here, we're at 1056. If we go for Cognitive Zeal, we are at 1080. That means 540 will be added to our weapon. So let's go ahead and do that. So we will be at 1456 here, which is great. And so that's more than a 50% increase to our damage, which is absolutely nuts. And we will have a Fire Chrome on here as well to burst that damage even further, boost that damage even further than where it would normally be. So 20% more of that damage is going into the enemy. So it's interesting that we're using the Fulmen Blade because this blood code right here with a dex and mind of A and B respectively is the only blood code besides volley that actually has the stats at base value to actually wield this weapon. So very, very unique, very, very special here to be able to use this blade. Well, I guess we could use Queenslayer as well, but there are oh so precious few blood codes that can actually use the Fulmen Blade outright without some kind of modification to these stats. So an A in Dex and a B in Mind, as you saw, is only in Queenslayer and Volley and Scout here itself. So very, very interesting, very, very odd that that is actually the case, but we will make it for good use here as we run through the ridge. Now the crux of this entire build will not really so much boost our damage based on focus. However, we will be wanting to definitely be focused. However, if we are not focused, our build will still be able to operate, and there's nothing that won't allow us any way to not operate. But you can see that if we are using just the Fulmen Blade as it goes, we will be able to chop these guys down very, very, very quickly here as we go, which is excellent. Which is very, very good that we are able to do that. And if we do go for a charge attack, we are able to get 5% lightning damage going, which is great for these guys altogether. So that is excellent if we are going to indeed go for these fellas, because we will be able to get that lightning damage going, which is kind of odd that that would be something you would want to try and go for when you are going for these guys as they are, because typically you don't think of them as you know, I'll use my weapon as a sword buff to actually go for a lightning value to get that damage increase. Okay, and this guy makes it real simple for us to take him out. no problem there. Now we do have a very, very limited range here, so we will try and take out the gunner as much as we can here before this guy gets a little bit crazy here with his attack string. So this is important that we dispatch of him fairly quickly here. Okay, and it's good to have something like Blazing Roar active because of the ability that we can proc to be able to we'll fight the Boreal Brute to be able to hit somebody at range, so that is very, very, very good. Okay, and we'll just go ahead and reset here. No point in actually fighting those guys because we're so close to the missile right here. It just makes sense to move on. And since we have to fight the Boreal Brute anyway over here, it makes a lot of sense to simply bypass all of these guys and go straight into the fight here with him. Ouch. Okay. And let's get bridge going. Excellent. Okay, so now we will definitely want an antifreeze tonic. We'll go for this. And we will probably, take a few hits here. Okay. Okay, good. We are almost focused here. That's great. Let's go ahead and hit him hard. Okay. Okay, this is bad. But if we get focused, we will be okay here. Oops. Okay, let's... okay, I was going to say let's flip him up in the air. There we go. And you see that he is poisoned. Sort of, almost. And that was because of poison. And you can't stun the dude, unfortunately. But we had a pretty good fight there with him. A lot of dodging and such. But you can always turn it into a pretty decent fight. And the 151 ice defense definitely came to play, even though we need upwards of 220, 240 for his ice phase when he has the ice armor on and active. So even though we were pretty outmatched, we were able to hang with him easily enough. But he is one of the very, very, very dangerous parts of this entire map. Everybody else is fairly manageable here along the way. For example, this fella, not really a threat of any kind, really. And so we can go ahead and, as you see here, we can cut him down very, very quick, very, very easily. Ouch. So we do take some damage, right? But the reality is that it doesn't really matter because it's such little inconsequential damage. I mean, 600 damage is not, that crazy by any means, and we'll just leave that Boreal Brute alone. No reason to have him engaged here in any way, shape, or form. Okay. So we do have some very, very close range heavy hitting damage from our blade dance there. Ouch. And you can see that our I-Core recovery is very, very good because of our different abilities there. We're at 1.02 drain rating, which is awesome. That is very, very excellent. And so we are able to make good use of our damage there. And remember, these guys do 100% ice damage. So the more ice defense you have, the better off you are. So now we have 25% increase to our damage, spread between lightning and fire. So very good here that we are able to utilize all of that good damage. So it's good to go for the it's good to go for the charge attack every now and then, just to make sure that you have, you know, all of the damage possible, and you're not leaving some damage on the table. Okay, let's go. Like now is a great opportunity there to go for the fire or the charge attack. Okay, good. Good, and we canceled his phase transition there, which is excellent. And we canceled it again. That will give us the ability here to definitely go for some big damage. Okay, we are bullying this guy really hard here. Okay, unfortunately for him, he has no ability to do anything, so we got a perfect fight there on him for sure. Okay, and then we will head in here for a charge attack on this guy, and you can see that we do get some pretty big damage on that charge attack because we are charging up with the bonus damage, while at the same time having the ability to actually get a charge attack off. But that 5% is a big deal for this area because lightning is one of the better elements that you could go for instead of fire. So having lightning fire on this blade all at the same time, it's good because we're starting to proc all kinds of different weaknesses and all kinds of different values and abilities and defenses that we wouldn't normally otherwise proc on a regular plays here. So at this point it's kind of fine if we just run into the fight. There's really no reason to delay of any kind, and so here what we will want to do is we will want to get our stun cartridges going and keep them active so we can get focused and then go for the damage here. Okay, and we will want to go for a charge attack here and get our lightning going. Ouch. So you can see that we are not fully damaging here, or fully invincible. Perfect. Okay, so that worked out very, very well, that we were able to get him poisoned and stunned and everything there. So everything worked out how it should have. Now it's up to us to try and get focused again so we can get him stunned and poisoned again. Very good. Okay. So it's all working very, very well. Oh, we got hit. I guess. Oops. No, I don't want to do that. Okay, let's go for tonic. I wondered what happened there. I didn't think that we were going to get hit, but oh well. Okay, now we do need Cognitive Zeal active before anything else happens. Okay, and dodge. Oh, unfortunate there. Oops. Okay. So now we are focused, so definitely get a... okay. Perfect. And we had fire buff going and everything, so big, big, big damage there, all things considered, on that fight, because of the charge attack, and then having the 10% from fire buff active, and getting the 300 health back. We only had three focus phases during his fight, so that's 900 damage. That's almost an entire full heal, as a full heal is 1050, We got 900, so that's
Thanks.
pretty good. All things considered, that we got basically 1 free heal out of all of that there, so that's nice. And then we were able to get the extra 10% added to our damage because of fire buff, and then we're able to get 15% of his health. We had 3 poison phases, so we took out 45% of his health potentially without doing anything. So that makes the fight go very, very, very much quicker. Also, he was stunned for about 15 seconds out of the entire fight, which is great. And we had basically our build here working along the way. So very, very interesting here how a focus build can actually make the boss fight go much simpler. And it's not as interesting for you know, the entire area. However, it can work for the area, like with the Boreal Brute and everything. This is one of the few times where a build can actually work exceptionally well for the boss, while at the same time it can be very, very useful for adventuring. So this is one of those where, sorry, we only have one build today, but this one build of using Scout has a lot going for it, just because of the Fulmen Blade being active here. And even though it's a slow hitting 2-swipe kind of sword set, it has very, very, very good damage multipliers, as well as a very, very high damage level. So very, very good. And it has obviously the high defenses overall, so very good there as well. We have good I-core recovery, good defenses, good damage output. We have some utility in stun and venom for some of those situational characteristics. We have some healing, and we have some extra infused damage. So it truly is like when we get focused, we go into a little mini berserk state, kind of, where we have to increase our damage potential just because of stun and venom. So you want to get those attacks in, you want to get them stunned and poisoned, and you want to use circulating pulse during that time, so you get all 5 of those hits to make sure that they apply stun and poison along the way. So okay, well, I think that does it here for the Ridge of Frozen Souls and Nicola and everything else that we're going through. We probably could go experiment a little more on the Boreal Brutes with this set, but I think you guys get the idea. And bring your stun cartridges and your antifreeze tonics, and you should be a-okay as you go through here. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Well, take care, and we'll see you tomorrow, and have a great day. Bye.